Good evening. It's Susie Q96. Welcome to From the Ground Up. Little metal detecting chit chat. Very little actually tonight because it's Susie Q is not feeling too great. Plus, very little actually tonight because it's Susie Q is not feeling. Let's shut that echo off. Nobody needs to hear about it twice. So, anyway, we are here. Mr. M3 Kitty, hi. Are you planning on doing some computing tonight? No, I don't think that's a good idea, young man. He's over here. That's not for boys. No, that's not for you. Last night, he accidentally turned the printer on in the middle of the night. All of a sudden, things that I had in the queue started. It was bad. I had some labels all over the floor. Yeah, he was trying to help, I guess. There's another major live stream, detecting live stream going right now that anyway, apparently he changed his time when I changed my time. So now we're overlapped again, and there's just nothing I can do about it. Yeah, you said something about you were going to do that, Mikey. So I don't have money to buy coins. That's why I go out metal detecting. But unfortunately, I can't metal detect right now. I have places. I have 7 permissions. And I can't do it because I busted up my ribs. And it's probably going to be another month before I can detect. And by then, we're going to be pretty cold and probably having some snow. So I don't see me getting to do any of it. It kind of stinks, but that's the way it is. So I'm actually thinking about just completely giving up this live stream as far as it being a metal detecting show, just because I can't right now keep up with it. As far as, I can't go detect, and I'm having a hard time even putting the show together. So this may be the last one. I'm going to think about it over the weekend. I just don't know what to do. I had not anticipated busting my ribs up. So anyway, I do have a little bit of content for tonight. If anybody's actually even watching me, all 2 of you. Let me see here. Alrighty. So they can all watch later or not watch at all. But I did watch a little bit of metal detecting today. Not much I can do with my ribs all mushed up, and I had to go into town, so I sat outside the Wi-Fi. Yeah, I might do coins, Andy. I just don't know. Hey, Kellen, I just don't know yet. I got to think on it. Anyway, I did get to watch a few videos today, so I'm gonna share some of those with you. Just got the $2 and $19.95 proof $50 an album filler, and the 2005p upgraded your other 2005p. Well, that's good. I hope you enjoy them. Anytime you can upgrade, that's good, Mikey. Okay, so let me hit this share screen thing. The first one that I want to share with you is Quarter Hoarder. I don't know if I've talked much about Quarter Hoarder, but let's see if we can get them pulled up here. And oh goodness, there we go. I'm not doing, this is not working like I hate when I can't do this stuff right. It makes me angry. Let me try it again. Get there, get here, and get here. Right now they got to add.
Old 1700s house. It's a huge mansion. And look at this stuff. It was probably about 2 inches deeper than that, but as I was going through it, my lash, I go underneath of it and lift it up. It popped up, and I think I see a big wing.
It is. This is so awesome.
Just
right
like
here.
I found. I don't know what it is. It's some sort of an eagle. There's a lot of gold gilt on it. There's something at the bottom that's like bent. Wow. What is that? I thought it was something military. Like, is that a stone at the top?
I don't think so.
It's just dirt.
Maybe it's the top of the flag or something. Although it would have something that would stick on the flagpole.
I'm gonna
certainly cool.
I'm gonna spray it and see what the heck this is. Hang on a second. There it is, all cleaned up. That's amazing. I'm not really sure what it is. This middle piece on the back is iron. It's stuck to my magnet. This other one is not. So I don't know if it's a brass or a plated brass. I think it's gold plated.
You can see where the plating is wearing off.
Yeah, it's starting to wear off, but it's still a lot of gold gilt left on it. He's holding the arrows. So I don't know what the heck this would be, Doug. This piece in the back is really intriguing. And there's a little hook at the bottom, too, almost like you would hang something. Maybe that's what it is, Doug. This, I think, is a hole. You put like a nail through it,
right,
hang it up,
and then hang a picture or something.
A picture or a coat.
With this.
I just thought that was a pretty cool little find. Hi, Marty. How are you tonight? Yeah, I just thought that was a pretty cool find. That was something different. You still having internet problems, Kellen? I have them all the time. Since I moved up here on the mountain, everything's a problem. Just to get a signal out of here sometimes is a major miracle. So, anyway, like I said, I have not been able to go detecting because of my ribs. I am thinking about going to this. Oops. I just hit the wrong button. I always do that. Let me get this open back up real quick so I can get caught back up with myself. Okay, this next thing, like I said, I can't. Let me get this open back up real quick so I can. There we go. Okay, I can't detect now, but hopefully by March 2021, I will be able to. And if I can, I'm going to go to the Digstock Mini. They've kind of scaled it down in Greenville, North Carolina, which isn't all that far from me. And it happens to be the weekend right around my birthday. So I'm thinking about going to this. You can get more information on it if you are interested in attending at the link I am pasting in right now. There we go. I actually did something right tonight. If I'm dragging people, I am really sorry. I am in a great deal of pain with these ribs. It's just not fun. So anyway, they have an events calendar for the whole dig stock thing, and you can go over and check what they've got going on. They've got different events in different areas. And of course, I had to throw myself out of the stream momentarily because that's just what I do, especially when I don't feel good. And tonight's one of those nights. So anyway, if you live anywhere near Greensville, North Carolina, or you just want to take a road trip in March of next year, you might want to consider doing some digging at dig stock. Excuse me, I have a cat that is about to get in serious trouble. Remove yourself, sir. Not for boys. Come on. Come on. Come on. You're going to get in troubles. You're going to get in troubles. Mama going to throw this at you. Get down off of there. Oh, he's incorrigible. He is ignoring me completely. M. Hey. Oh, that hurt my ribs. Oh, that was not a good move. Yeah. Oh, well, he can just stay there. I'm not going to fight because it hurts too much. Em, what are you doing? I need to make a channel just for that character right there. He'd get more viewers than I do, I'm sure. Okay, so what else did I have to say? Oh, I thought this was kind of cool. I gotta share this one. This is, excuse me. Yeah, Meryl would say a lot of things. Okay, where am I at here? Oh yeah. This is Digger Dave and Shovelin' Shelley, and they bought a piece of property that turned out to have a 110-year-old dump on it.
It's ruined our deck. Anyway, it's got 1898 patent on it somewhere on the bottom.
And
Patent depot.
they started digging, detecting and digging around the dump. And here's some of the stuff they found.
There's a little L.F. Elliott Company, Philadelphia. Little hand-blown bottle. There's a little food bottle.
What are you doing?
There's a ball. Just says ball on it. No Mason. That's one of the older ones. Big ham hock. You can tell where it'd been sawn, you know. And bone. Yeah. This ain't got nothing on it, does it? It's a little ketchup bottle. And last but not least, the Sanford's inks and library paste there. See some of the label. Yeah.
This has been fun.
We're just getting started, aren't we?
Got a lot of work, yeah.
Got a lot to go, so. All right.
So,
Yeah, what do you
that's
got,
pretty
man?
cool when you get your own dump site. That's just cool to have your own dump that you can go and just dig all kinds of things in. It's pretty amazing. In the interim, while you were watching it, Digger Dave and Shovelin' Shelley, I was able to bribe M3 with some treats, and so he's not over there knocking things off the counter anymore. The only thing I'm worried about is I'm afraid he's going to knock the TV off the counter, and that would be not good. Really not good. Whew. Yeah, it's they bought this piece of property with a house on it, and it turns out that on the property is like a bottle dump where a house that either a building that was there and is gone, or attached to this house that they purchased, they found where the people had been dumping all their trash back 100 years ago. So they've been digging up all these bottles and coins and relics, and it's on their property. So they can dig as much as they want there. Hey, Dreadpool, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Whew. My ribs are killing me, guys. I'm sorry. I know I sound like a broken record, but I cracked a couple of ribs back in the mid-70s when I was stock car racing, but it didn't hurt near this bad. This is awful. Okay. So let's see what else I watched today. Oh, this one was fun. I'm always interested in seeing people using different metal detectors than what I have. And this is Keithy from Metal Detecting in Alaska. And he was out with a bounty hunter time ranger in a kid's tot lot playground. And let's see what he was finding up in Fairbanks, Alaska. Excuse me, folks. Oh, now my internet's going to start doing it. Okay, I want to get to where I was before. Come on. Yeah, I know. I can't find the part I was watching. Oh, well, we'll just let it go at random and see what he finds. What the heck? What the heck? See, I get these things all queued up and then I lose it. So, oops. Oh, I hate it whenever I go to do this.
Hey, more dimes. Hey, first penny of the day. Finding lots of coins so far. Yep, just found my first pull tab. Go ahead and get that out of the way. Also, I just dug this little plug, and whatever it is, it's in there.
That's me. Whatever it is, it's in there. Somewhere.
Oh, there's something. Oh, it's a penny. Another old penny.
See, we detectorists work hard for our
Next
coins.
target, I'm not sure what this is. Some kind of ring to a pipe or something, I'm not sure. Well, best signal I've gotten so far. Pinging up like an 86, 87, like a quarter. I've been using my little saw today. It just seems like it's easier to cut a nice little
And you're gonna have to go watch his channel to find out what it was. I can't give away all the stuff. They'd get mad at me if I gave away all their stuff. Oh my, there's a bug flying around in here. I should have posted his link. I'm getting bad about not remembering to post people's links. Okay, let me get his link. Hey, BC. Okay, so that's the link to detecting in Alaska. With Petey. So yeah, I'm going through this whole show in about 10 minutes. That's because I'm just not feeling well and I didn't really plan a show. I just showed up. Well, I know. I don't want to give away everybody else's stuff. They need the viewers too. You know, I just want to direct you over there to where the goodies are, and then you can go find the goodies. Unless it's something really like that first one I had to show, because they were so confused about what they had. And then they realized it wasn't at all what they thought. And that happens. Sometimes you think you got something that's a piece of junk and it's really cool. And then sometimes you've got something that is really cool and you think it's junk. The other day I was watching somebody, and I don't remember who right now off the top of my head, but they found a button and it had an insignia on it and it had the initials GS. And I don't think whoever it was really familiar with the Girl Scouts, and they thought they had some kind of military general services button. And of course it turned out to be a Girl Scout uniform button from back when I was a Girl Scout. So but it was pretty cool. You know, when they finally figured out what they had, they're like, oh, I should have known that. But yeah, I have found things that to this day I have no idea what they are. As my buddy Robert Ferguson would say, well, I don't know what it is, but we got one. We got one. Don't need another one. We got one. So let me see what else I got here. Yeah, since we're talking about Robert Ferguson, he had an interesting day at the beach today. I haven't even actually watched this entire video. I just wanted to show you a part of it simply because of what had happened at this beach that he had gone to detect. It was so eroded that even Robert was kind of shocked. Oops. I hate when they put these ads on there. Oh, and then I closed the window by mistake. Yay. So much fun. Okay, let's try that again.
Speaker on the metal detector, but I don't think it'll reach. After wireless.
I want you to see
Anyways,
when he gets up
oh
here.
yeah, looks good. I hope there's no other detectors. Oh my gosh. This could be really good. I've never seen this beach like that. I'll show you guys when I get down there. Look at this cut. It goes all the way down. But I've already done this much, and not a peak, no signal. So I think it's probably been cleaned out already. I've never seen it like this. So somebody got down here already.
Look how much of the beach has eroded away.
I'll turn you guys on. See if I get it with my fish signal. If not, I can go down the beach that way. And there's a couple other beaches. But if this has been checked, then probably those have been checked too. So maybe we'll get lucky. We got a long ways to go.
No, well, the water was low, but because normally the best time to go is low tide, but that beach had just completely eroded away. That cut was almost 5 feet high. If you look, it was right up to Robert's shoulders, and Robert's a pretty big guy. Just that much erosion had happened. But yes, it probably was low tide because that is when most detectorists like to hit the beach, because that's when you've got more beach to hit, actually. But that cut was just unbelievable. That's the kind of thing you see after a lot of heavy wave action, like hurricanes or typhoons or something like that. That's the West Coast. That's California. There's no hurricanes out there right now. So I'm sure there is a meteorological reason why that happened, but I don't know what it is. And when you see the beach cut away like that, that's where you want to hunt. Unfortunately, like Robert said, somebody beat him to it. But yeah, when you're beach hunting, low tide I usually try to go about an hour before low tide and start working my way down. My detector, the one I have now, is waterproof, so I can't actually go in the water with it. I have not really done that other than up to about my knees, and only because I'm not very steady. I'm not a great swimmer, so I wouldn't do it. But Robert, he he's a fish. He goes right out there, and one of the videos last week, he was actually diving in a school of fish. That was pretty cool. He was trying to show the fish with his GoPro. Water was a little too murky for that, but he was trying. Let me see. Did I save anything else? No, I did not. So I'm like 30 minutes in, and I'm already out of material. And like I said, it's because I don't feel well. I did not plan a show, and I have a doctor's appointment first thing in the morning. Hopefully they will. I really want them to send me for another CT scan, because I think the ER missed something. So I think I actually have a cracked rib, and they did not see it because there was so much swelling. So, and yes, I'm eating candy while I'm talking, and that's not good either. But after midnight, I can't have anything. So I'm going to indulge in all the goodies. Since this is mostly my coin people in here tonight, the other night in my coin stream, I had mentioned wanting to get some more empty coin books so we could fill them up and give them away. Yes, I know my manners are horrible tonight. Too bad. Anyway, so the next morning, my sister and I were out and about, and we went in the thrift store, and look what I found. State quarter books, 4 of them. Of course, they're empty, but they were much cheaper. This one I'm going to keep for myself. This one's pretty nice. This is a Littleton book. And it's never been used as far as I can tell. It may have had some quarters in it, but whoever owned this book kept it quite tidy. I don't think it's ever had coins in it, truthfully. Maybe a few. The other ones, they're okay. But we're going to fill them up in some form or another. And we'll be giving those away. I just thought it was really funny that we talked about that on the show. And the very next morning, my sister and I find 4 books. I wish we would have found a variety, but since I do quarters on the show, it won't be too hard to start filling some of these up. After we give this one away, of course. Not getting a whole lot of entries for that either. It's kind of hurting my feelings a little bit. It's like my channel was doing really well, and then all of a sudden when I moved, it just tanked. And I can't even give stuff away now. Like I said, I need to give M3 his own channel. He would probably get more viewers. Emma Ems, what you doing, buddy? Huh? Hi. You gonna turn that stereo on? No. Okay. You wanna come over here? Wanna come and get on the camera? Huh? What you got on your face, buddy? Huh? What's going on? That better not be no flea. We don't allow fleas in here. No. He's a big cat. I tried to pick him up, but he's almost 14 pounds. And I don't know that my ribs want me to do this. But I'll try. You want to come? Huh? You want to come? No? Okay. All right. Be that way. He's spoiled. All right. So, I pretty much knew this was going to be an abbreviated stream when I did it. I did do a couple of other streams this week that I don't normally do. So if you missed those and you want to go back and watch them, I was hunting nickel rolls and penny rolls and dime rolls. I got 1 dime roll left. The dimes were bank rolled. The nickels and pennies that I had were customer rolls. And I really didn't find anything in any of them. I got this changed so we would have some for the farmer's market. And I told my sister I was going to search it before we put it out at the market, used it at the market. And so that's what I've been doing. And the market's Friday, so I've been going through it a little bit at a time. I might. Yeah, I think I saw a video where you were talking about Jack. How much does Jack weigh? He's like huge. I know. Okay, I'm going to flip this on for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and search this roll of dimes. What the heck? It's here, and my dime books are here, and I've really shown all the metal detecting stuff that I had arranged. So, because normally when I show a bunch of that stuff, we have a bunch of people in here that, you know, are detectors and want to talk about it. But like I said, somebody else there's two streams going on over me right now. Used to be I just had one. Now apparently I have two, and I can't compete. They're both big name channels, and I just can't. You know, I'm not monetized. I don't have corporate sponsorship, which means I don't get to get the big fancy prizes to give away. Once in a while I do. Once in a while the folks at Kelly Co. will give me some detecting things to give away. But in general, I am outmoneyed by everybody. And the fact that I can't go out detecting right now, that's ruined me. And there's nothing I can do about it. It's a medical thing that, you know, I just can't. Believe me, I would love to be out there detecting. I tried for just a minute today just to swing the detector back and forth a little bit, and that was not a bright thing for me to do. So these dimes do not look at all promising. I don't see anything. There's definitely no silver in here, and I am so sick of seeing 2018 Ps. They must have made like 20 bazillion of those. Now there's a 72. I don't think I need it, but we'll take a look. Well, by golly, I do need it. How about that? That's a space filler. Hey, I accomplished something on this live stream. I put a dime in a book. Yeah. Yeah, sadly, the popularity of live stream channels is based almost solely on what you can give away. You know, I can't buy viewers. I just can't. I'm an old lady on Social Security. It doesn't work that way for me. So I don't know what's going to happen. I may just shut my channel completely down if things don't start picking up a little bit. You know, like I have a contest and one person sends an entry. That's pretty sad. Pretty sad. And that's how many entries I have got. Well, actually, I've got 2 entries so far to win the quarter book. I'm not the popular girl, I guess. I can't, like I said, I can't compete. And I'm kind of tired of trying to figure out ways to do it. So I appreciate you guys showing up. I have a small following. These dimes, there's just nothing in here. Well, here's the deal with my dime book, Andy. I have this screwed up thing with my dime books because they came from 2 different companies. The years, for whatever reason, don't jive. This is the 46. Let me get back on my camera here. This is so weird, and I didn't notice it because I don't really mess with dimes much. But then after I got the scope, I started doing some dimes, and because I had a few that were Tommies and I wanted to get them in a book. So I got the 46 to 64, and then from a different company, from Harris, I got 65 to 99. The problem is then you switch back over to the Whitman and it picks up at 2005. So I looked and the Whitman book is 65 through 2004. So I'm missing the years 2000, 2001, 2003, and 2004. So I have one coming, and then after I moved my collection over into it, I'm going to give this book away. So yeah, it's kind of screwed up, and I didn't realize it initially. 17 pounds. That's a big kitty. Yeah, that is a big kitty. You know, like M3's not really fat. He's just heavy. He's a big boy. I don't know if I got a 70 or not. I think I just did. Yeah. Nope, I don't have a 70 in here in this book. Some of mine, and it's funny because my books are a little strange. My books are coded in that coins that belong to my friend Tommy have a little dot under them. Coins that I found metal detecting have an X under them. And then anything else just came from wherever. But you can tell the metal detected coins. I mean, if you just look at the page, you can tell those dark spots that have coins in them, like right here. Oops, right there. That's a metal detected coin. I don't clean them. There are people that do. I do not. At some point, maybe I would, but for the purpose of my personal little books, no, I'm not going to do that. I know Merrill does this electrolysis and all of that mess, and tumbling them in a rock tumbler, and I'm like, nah. The only ones that I clean are the ones that are so gross, the clad that is so gross that if I put it in the Coinstar machine, it would clog the machine up. And my way of cleaning those is just to put them in a cup with some soapy water and let them sit overnight. Take a little brush and knock the crap off of them so they'll go through the machine. But I have seen last year there was a guy that found a really nice Spanish real at one of the big digs, and it was a little bit grubby, so he decided to clean it. Well, when he cleaned it, he took a $3,000 coin and made it a $30 coin. So I'm just not, I just don't mess with it. I mean, if I had a coin that I thought might have some serious value to it, I would take it to a dealer and ask them the best way to handle it, because that's just not, it would be my luck that I would be the one that takes the $30,000 coin and turn it into a $3,000 or, you know, something along that line. And yeah, a lot of people put them in the tumbler. Gig Master, he does. A lot of people do. And I looked at getting one for a while, and I might still, because I do have somewhere in my storage, I have 2 big glass jars of coins that I found detecting. One of them is from last year. One of them's from this year. And of course, about halfway through this year, everything screeched to a halt as far as my detecting. But yeah, that's fine, Mikey. That's great. Thank you. I appreciate it. Anyway, like I said, I've got 7 permissions right now of places to detect, including this farm, which is a little over 5 acres. It's not a big farm, but 5 acres is a lot of land. And it also has 2 streams running through it. It has an old house on it. It's a little treacherous getting over to the old house right now. In about another 2 weeks, the foliage is starting to turn color now a little bit, and another 2 or 3 weeks, things are going to start dying off as far as the undergrowth, and then we can get in there with the weed eater and clear some paths. But right now, I could, if they said the only day that you have to do it is tomorrow, would I go over there? Probably. Would I last longer than 20 minutes with my ribs like this? Probably not, but I'd be crawling around on the ground with my pinpointer as they're dragging me out by my feet. So those of you, I have a question, and it goes back to the Robert Ferguson video that I showed a little bit ago. There was another segment in that video where someone had sent him a set of earbuds, rather, because he said he didn't like the big headphones. So someone had sent him some earbuds. Now, here's the thing. When a detectorist is wearing, has earphones plugged in, headphones or earbuds plugged in, it makes it really great for the detectorist to hear. My question is this: if you are watching a detecting video, are you interested in hearing the sounds that the detector makes, or are you okay with the detectorist just telling you the VDI number and you not hearing the tones? I am of the school, I don't like headphones. When I'm filming, I want people to be able to hear the sound of the detector. I watch videos from people that are filmed both ways. I like hearing the sounds. Okay, Mikey says he likes hearing the sounds. Mudswat says he likes hearing the sounds. Okay, good. Then it's not just me. Hi, Jimmy Licari. No, honey, I wish I was feeling better. I'm going to the doctor tomorrow, and they're going to run some blood work and other stuff on me for some other things. And while I am there, I'm going to see if they will order a second scan of my ribs, because I swear I can feel something clicking in there and it hurts really bad. I think one is cracked, and they just didn't see it on the initial scan because there was so much swelling. And it's been almost 2 weeks now, and it's not even remotely better. It's just as bad as it was the first day I did it. So I'm going to go see the doctor tomorrow and see if they will do that. Yeah, see, I'm with you on that, Mike. That looking down all the time, it does put a little strain on your neck. And on me, that looking down all the time, it makes me a little uncomfortable as a female when I'm out detecting on my own. I don't have any other person with me. I really have to be aware of who and what is around me. I did a video, I'm going to say back in March or so, maybe a little later than that, where I went to a place, it's a little roadside park, and I had been there a couple times before. There's a boat ramp there, and I was detecting my first signal of the day, and this guy pulled in to the park, and at first I didn't think anything about it. He went down by the boat ramp, but he had no boat. And then he moved his truck, and he like moved up more close behind where I was, and he had like a little, like a landscaping trailer or something on the back of it. And I thought, there's just something not right about this. Now, if I had had my headphones on, I would not have heard this guy pull up. I wouldn't have noticed that he was there until I had gotten over by the boat ramp. And it became obvious. He kept moving his truck closer and closer and closer to my car. I didn't run or panic or anything. I just kept swinging the detector, and he's like, well, you know, I think it's time to get out here. And it's all on video. And I got in my car and I locked my car, and I left, and I went up the road for a little bit, maybe a half an hour, and came back, and he was gone. So if he had any business in that park, he just should have still been there, because I was only gone a few minutes. So that kind of really made me think about, I never put my headphones on. I will have my headphones hanging around my neck, and I will sometimes put over one ear, but I will never cover both ears again because of that. If I had had both ears covered, there's possibility that guy could have snuck up on me and thrown my little butt off in that trailer, and I'd be gone. So, you know, guys don't have to worry about that like women do. And somebody told me, oh, Suze, that's not true. But yes, it is true. In metal detecting, it is true. It is way safer for a man to walk up to the door of a stranger's house and knock on that door and ask for permission to detect their yard. A woman by herself going up and knocking on the door of a strange house takes a chance of being grabbed and yanked into that house, and you don't see that woman again. It's just the way it is. I'm sorry, but that's America. And it sucks. You know, that women really do have to be careful in this hobby. You can get yourself in trouble. And I know of one female detectorist who was attacked. Fortunately, she wasn't sexually assaulted, but she was attacked in a park, and the guy stole her metal detector, which was an Equinox 800, very expensive detector. Fortunately for her, she had all of her serial numbers and everything, and gave that information to the police, and they caught the guy about 2 weeks later. I guess he was too stupid to figure out how to use the detector, so he decided he was going to pawn the detector. And when he did, they arrested him for larceny and assault. But, you know, you're walking around like, my detector is only $300, but, you know, she's walking around with a $800-900 detector by herself. And some guy said, hey, I want that, and I want that, and he just took it. So, yeah, we, as much as we don't want to admit it, things like that can happen. And the whole time that I was in Georgia, other than when I went down to Florida, down in Florida, I had several people I could detect with. But when I lived in Georgia, I did not know another detectorist in 2 counties. I never saw another person metal detecting the whole time I lived there, 2 years. Yeah, well, $300 for me is a ton of money, Andy. I mean, I'm on Social Security. I get $800 a month to live on. So for me to shell out, it was actually a little over 300. I think like 325 or something, because I did get the wireless headphones. That's a lot of money for me to just put out there. But you know, I've made the 300 back with what I found with the detector. So, you know, it has paid for itself, but still, that's a lot of money. And it was kind of a lesson for her. She lives in an urban area. And I told her, you know, just because there's a lot of people around doesn't mean you're safe. She was in a public park, but it was a big public park. And there didn't happen to be anybody else around that particular area. This guy rode up on his bicycle. He rode by and went on down. And I guess he turned around and came back and knocked her to the ground. And she didn't hear him coming because she had her headphones on. He just came up behind her, just knocked her down, took the detector, jumped on his bike, and off he went. You know, it's... Oh, and that's another thing. I never used to put my arm through the cuff, you know, and put the strap on. I used to just hold it and have the strap behind my arm. I'll never do that again. Because if you've got your arm through the strap and in the cuff, and then you've got it strapped down, first of all, it's better for your arm, but it also would keep somebody from just coming up and grabbing your detector and being off with it, because you're attached to it. So I have been fortunate, but I've also been very cautious. I'm hoping to find some people. My sister has a friend that runs one of the local businesses here, and on his brother's property is one of my permissions. And he mentioned that he knows some other guys, some other people that detect. So I'm hoping to get hooked up with somebody else I can go with. And like I said, down in Florida, I have a number of people that I can go detecting with. I have detected with the Wheatie Boys and Florida Thunder Digging with Rob. A guy that I don't really much care for anymore, but Vermont Derek, he's a very good beach detectorist, if you believe everything that's in his videos. There are other people down in Florida that I know that detect that I just didn't get the opportunity to detect with. So, but I had other people with me when I was down there, so I was much safer. I might be, this is a totally off topic thing, but most of the show has been anyway. I might be doing an impromptu jewelry thing at 11 a.m. on Sunday on my other channel, simply because I have a regular customer who is trying to put an order together and needs to see some of the new charms that I have available. And so I thought, well, I can just schedule that and everybody can see the new charms. You guys, a lot of you guys probably know him anyway. It's Randy McCormick. He buys a lot of things for his daughters and granddaughters from me. And I got, he's been asking me about charms of beagles. So I got his beagles and I got some dolphins, and I also now have horses and kitties, all kinds of kitties and all kinds of horsies. So I may pop on there at 11 a.m. just to show those new available items and also some funny stuff I've been working on. So if you're on my other channel, just keep your eyes open for a notification of that. I will have that decided by Saturday afternoon, whether or not I'm going to do that on Sunday. I gotta set it up with Randy, make sure he is available, because he needs to see these items to complete his order. So that's why it will be happening. Well, I know you don't, but it's okay. It's okay, Handy Andy. You don't really buy jewelry from me anyway. It's just, I'm probably going to start doing some, oh, excuse me, got the hiccups. A couple of evening jewelry things too. Just something different, but as the holidays approach. But I need to finish his order, so I thought, well, I'll just go on there and do that if that's a good time for him. And if the rest of you want to come too, that's great. But then those new items will be recorded so people can come back and watch them and say, okay, there's the new stuff. So that's about that. And I've been on for an hour, and I think I'm going to bed because, like I said, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow morning, and this is not, I kid you not, it's crazy to get to where this doctor's office is. It is way out in the middle of nowhere on the side of a mountain. The last time I went, I screamed in my car for about an hour because the fog was so thick I couldn't see the road, and I thought I was going to drive off the side of the mountain. It is way out there in this little tiny nowhere place called Fancy Gap, Virginia. So it takes me about an hour to get there, even though it's only about a half an hour away. He's actually back there bathing and preening next to my CD player, which is actually a karaoke machine. It's a long story. I didn't have anything to play CDs on except my computer. And my sister comes and says, well, here, take this out there. And it's actually a karaoke machine, but I can play music on it, so that's okay. So he's just back there taking a bath. Anyway, since I have to get up so early and drive through the mountains, I'm going to go. And I will decide over the course of the next few days what's going to happen to this time slot. I think I'm going to go back to my 8 o'clock. I tried the 9. It didn't work. Somebody else moved theirs to 9. So I'm going to go back to the 8. And I don't know. I'm not rating anybody. You guys can rate whoever you want. I'm rating the inside of my eyelids because I have to get up at about 6 o'clock. And the worst part is because I'm having to do a fasting thing. When I get up, I don't get to have anything but water until after I get to the doctor and they do my blood work, and then I can eat. So, yeah, I'm going to go to sleep because when I'm asleep, I don't want tea or cola or cookies or yogurt or, I'm not eating when I'm asleep. So, all right. Well, thanks, guys. I know it was pretty pathetic. But I don't know what else to do. I don't know where all the people that used to watch my channel went. I actually dropped let's throw yourself out of your channel. And that was fun. I always have to do it at least once. All right. Yeah, I am back down to 664 subscribers. Don't know what happened. I think some of them were probably my metal detecting people. And I do have enough footage to put maybe 3 or 4 more videos together from Georgia. So I may work on those too and see if I can resurrect things. But in the meantime, I'm going to go get some rest. And you guys go raid somebody and tell them I sent you. That way they'll know I'm still alive. We'll see y'all later. Thank you, Handy Andy 736 and Kellen L. I actually had 2 monitors in here. I appreciate that. Good night, everybody. M3, he's already gone good night. He's crashed out. Bye.